So I walked in. My hair looks crazy in this lighting. Like, I gotta turn this way so you guys can see that it's actually done. It's curled a little bit. I walked in and I was like, something is off. Something is weird. And I couldn't figure it out. And then I turned, guys. Let me turn for you. That's new. The Promethean board up there. I didn't think they were installing it this last Friday because we didn't have school. And the schools were closed, so I didn't think the tech department was gonna work. And they drew. You guys can't see. I'll move over there. I don't know why, but that's funny. Oh, it's not drawn. It's actually my magnetics. They did a little face. That's funny. Anyways, I didn't know that they were installing it, and I wanted it on that board over there, and I actually had written down Promethean board goes here, please. But then I had erased it for parent-teacher conferences, and my second choice was this board right here, but again, I erased it for parent-teacher conferences, so they put it right there. I actually just moved my podium back because they had moved it, and it was over here by my desk, and then they moved some other stuff, like the bookshelf and stuff, so I just moved those back. I don't know, when I first saw it, I was pretty bummed that it was right there because I really wanted it on the side, but I guess I'll make it work. I'm just thankful to have a Promethean board, and they're new, so they should work. Anyways, right now I am just going to turn to my lesson plans because although they were finished before I even left on Thursday, I need to turn them in. And what else? That's pretty much it. I'm just going to clean up the little bit of stuff that they took off the walls, and then it'll be time to get my kids. So I will talk to you guys. Hey guys, so it is specials time, and I am actually in my room. Our data meeting actually just ended. It wasn't very long because some people still haven't given or gone through the second CFA for the shape standard, and then we just talked about if our kids made growth in PPS, which is, I'm sure as you know of because I talk about it pretty much every week. Their reading is kind of like dibbles, so we talked about that and what we're doing for those students who did not make growth or who moved a category, and then that was pretty much it. So I have about 20 minutes till I have to get the kids again, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and go make some copies. I need to make copies of the writing paper that we use for Writer's Workshop, and that's pretty much it. When they come back, we're gonna do math stations. My pair is not here, so I'm thinking I might let them do Chromebooks and then just pull groups back while everybody else is on Chromebooks instead of having them do math stations. But I don't know, I might change my mind. Oh my gosh, I have to tell you guys, I was so pleasantly shocked today. So we started place value last week, it was more so finding the missing add-in or the missing number last week, but then on Wednesday I kind of touched on place value. We learned our place value song that kind of goes like, I don't know what you've been told, tens are tall and ones are small. First you add up all the tens, then you add the ones to the end. So they really like that song and it's super catchy. So then today I actually gave them place value blocks. So I gave them each a bag, just a Ziploc bag that had 9 rods and 9 units. And so I started off by just letting them explore and not really touching, like reviewing anything. I was just kind of, okay, you guys explore for a few minutes, and then I brought them whole group and I said, what did you notice? And they were like, well, we could almost make 100. So that was a first. Like no classes ever even thought of counting them when they first got to explore them. And then somebody did say, well, 10 units make 1 rod, so we kind of talked a little more about that, and they might have remembered from last week, which is totally fine. I was just happy that somebody said it. And then what I did was I passed out these number mats. I think these are from they're from Houghton Mifflin, because this district did used to have Houghton Mifflin Math. It was way before I came, so, but they still have a lot of the resources. So I used that, and it's just the tens and ones chart. So I gave every student one, and then what I did was show them. I would just drop a few, and I would say, okay, how many rods? And then we'd write it down. How many ones? And we write it down. And then I'd say the whole number. So like here would be 43. Okay, 43, 43. Now let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. So we did that over and over and over. So first I just had them count how many rods and how many units and write that down, and then to make sure that we had the correct answer, we would count all together. And I think that's what I'm going to do every single day until we have the CFA, because I really want them to learn both ways, that they can just identify the number by counting how many rods and how many units, but I also want them to know how to count the actual base 10 blocks. And then after that, we just did this little, it's called Vivian's Veggie Land, and pretty much what they did was circle groups of 10s and then write how many 10s and how many 1s, and then write the correct number. So I modeled the first one, then the second one we did together, and then they had to do the last two, and they did it so well. And this, it says it's from biglearners.com. I honestly think I just like Googled place or base 10 worksheets or place value worksheets. Oh, I have to pick it up. And then I got that. So math went pretty well. I was really happy that they worked so hard. But I've been talking to you guys for a while, and I need to get some stuff done. So I will talk to you guys after school. Bye. Hey guys, so it's the end of the day, and I'm currently sitting in my classroom, but I am about to go talk to my admin, see if I can find her, because pretty much I got an email from a parent and I want to email her back, but the subject is a little touchy, so I just want to make sure that I am doing the right thing, pretty much, or saying the right thing, I should say. So I'm going to do that. I just completed 2 more TAT forms. This brings my count just from this year. Mind you, we are a month in. So 2, 4, 5 that I've completed so far, and I still am going to TAT 1, 2 more. So at least 7 kids will be tatted before Christmas break. If you don't know what a tat is, it pretty much is a packet that you fill out as the teacher if you are referring a student that you think might benefit from special education. So you fill out this packet, you talk about their reading, writing, math, social, emotional, peer relationships, pretty much anything and everything under the sun. You discuss their strengths and their weaknesses, and then you discuss what types of interventions you have already tried. So like small group could be an intervention. If you have a parent, they get seen or get pulled out, that's tier 3 intervention. So it goes tier 1 is whole group, tier 2 is just like pulling back a small group while everybody else is around, tier 3 is pulling them out of your classroom. So all those could count as interventions. I even have put down interventions like having a number chart on their desk. For one of my students, I actually like highlighted the lines where I wanted her to write. That's another intervention. It's like little things that you do in order to help your students succeed. So you have to write all those down, and then you get together as a team, and then the TAT team reviews it. You have a meeting with the parent and discuss what's going on, and then they ask the parent pretty much, what do you see at home? Do you see are these any of your concerns at home as well? And then we come up with an intervention plan, and then you commit to the plan for 30 days, and after 30 days you meet again and see what's happening, and then it pretty much just goes on and on and on. And if they don't show growth, or they show very little growth, then taking all the considerations into place, then they may qualify to get tested for special needs. So if you filled one out, you know it takes some time. It doesn't take like too long, but it does take some time to like write everything down. Whoa, you guys almost fell. But anyways, I just finished 2 of those. I'm gonna go turn those in, and I didn't get to making copies earlier when I told you guys that I would, because I started filling one of them out, and I wrote an email, or I wrote the draft of the email to that one specific parent that I am going to to go and get checked by my admin. So anyways, I am gonna go ahead and go because I need a catcher, because as I've told you guys, she is principal here and at another school, so she goes back and forth throughout the day. So I need to make sure that I can catch her before she leaves again. So I'll talk to you guys later, or tomorrow. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Today is Tuesday and I am in my classroom. It is a little past 7. I'm actually going to be quite busy this morning because I need to go make copies for just all the copies that I have in my pink bin. I need them right now. I'm actually supposed to have a parent-teacher conference during specials, and then after school is our planning meeting, so I really will not have any time for myself today. So I need to get that done, and then I got to email my admin back. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much that's where my time will go, and then it'll be time to pick up the kids. And I also have to find somebody to do my duty tomorrow because one thing I'm pretty bummed about is that we have pastries with parents tomorrow from 7 to 7:35, but of course all of first grade has duty on Wednesdays, so I would only be able to be in there for like 15 minutes before we had to go out to our duty spots, but it doesn't really matter at the same time because I have to attend a TAP meeting for a student that's not in my room anymore, but I still have to attend it, so I have to find somebody to cover my duty so then I can do the TAP meeting. So then that means I'll have morning duty on Thursday if I find somebody. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go so I can go do that. If I have time later today, I will talk to you guys. And if not, then I will see you tomorrow. Hey guys, so it's specials time and I am in my classroom. I actually told the office if they could just give me a call when the parent shows up, because this specific parent is the same parent that if you saw my vlogs, my vlogs a couple weeks ago, last time we had a meet, I wasted 3 prep times just waiting in the office. So this time I just said, if she comes, can you just please call me because I have a lot of things to do. So I am in my classroom right now waiting for the call in case she does come, but I'm glad I get to wait in here because I have a lot of things to do, like I just said like a million times. I am trying to work on lesson plans for next week because I will be out of town this weekend. So when you're watching this, probably, I will be in Phoenix, Tempe Mesa area, so I really want to get all of that done. That's why I was making copies earlier today. I was making copies for next week, and then yeah, I just really want to finish my lesson plans pretty much, and that's what I'm about to do. So I will talk to you guys later or tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow because we're gonna do math stations and then that's it. Oh my gosh, I do want to share with you guys that so in our math interactive notebook today, this is what we did. So they had to write 10s and 1s. So I pretty much modeled the first one and then we did the second one together, and then again I modeled these 3, and then on the last ones I started oh wait, they're backwards for you guys, but I pretty much started saying, okay, find the number that has a 4 in the tens place. That's the next one we're gonna do. So then they would have found 42, and then I had them draw, actually draw, this is not 42 but this is 16, so I had them draw because on our CFA they do have to draw, I think they have to draw 12, and then on the other ones they just have to be able to recognize the number. So I think there's 2 questions that's there's one question that says write the number with 3 10s and 5 1s, something like that, and then the other one is find the number that has 5 10s and 6 1s. So they'll have to identify the number and then write it themselves. So that's why I started doing that, and our CFA is next Thursday. I'm really hitting place value hard. I actually didn't even get to science today because after lunch we just worked on place value some more, and they seem to really be enjoying it, especially because I let them use the manipulatives. You can see I did my nails finally. I know I'm horrible about doing my nails. I used to be so good about it and have them done all the time, but then kids happen and now I'm oh my gosh, I don't know, I just kind of let it go. But now I'm gonna try because I know it's probably annoying to watch my old vlogs and just see that my nails are not painted and stuff. So anyways, I am gonna go ahead and let you guys go so I can get as much work done as I possibly can. Hey guys, so I thought I would show you guys what I'm working on right now. It is specials time. I haven't been able to talk to you guys today because this morning I got here, I went straight to the cafeteria for pastries with parents, which was a really good turnout, and then I just got my kids and we've been working. Math went so well today. It has just been the strongest subject these last couple weeks. Oh yeah, don't mind the Sharpie. I'm about to show you what I am just doing, and I got this idea from first grade. Wow, I think you guys hear me mention her a lot because she is amazing. So pretty much it's just this game, and I just prepped all the sticks. I made 4 sets because I'm gonna have 2 sets out at stations and then 2 sets here with me in small group. So what they do is one side of the popsicle stick has 10 and then the other one has just 1. So what they do is that they take turns. So let's say player 1 grabs all the popsicle sticks. So what they do is take turns. So player 1 grabs all the popsicle sticks, drops them, and then they have to sort. So put all the 10, and then they have to sort. So put all the 10s and all the 1s together. Sorry, there's a mess just because, you know, I'm doing this. So what they do is that they sort. They sort them like this, and then they go 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. And then each set of players is going to have this. Player 1, player 2, they write the number. Then the player 2 writes the number there. And then just till they're done. And it says circle the greater one, which I am not having all of them do. I'm just having like my high kids do that right now because we haven't, because greater than, less than is our next standard, so I'll still use this in our next standard stations. But anyways, I'm doing that, and then I also grabbed a bunch of these, the place value path, which I think I just googled place value games. Oh, this is from the measuredmom.com, so you can find her there. So what they do is pretty much they start wherever they want, they roll a dice, and then they have to, so let's say they land here, 10, 20, 30, so then they have to find 30. It's kind of like bingo. It's 5 in a row, so they win. Whoever gets 5 in a row wins. And she had a bunch of these on her website. I think there was 4 different ones that I downloaded. So yeah, those are the place value games that I'm going to be using during math stations. But yeah, I'm going to try to only vlog the important stuff because I realized after somebody told me, you know, your vlogs are really long, and I know they are. I know they are, but it's because it's the whole week, and I don't know, I just feel like I tell you guys, you know, what happens, not only what lessons I'm doing, but just what happens throughout the day, because I feel like if you're watching my teacher vlogs, you want to know what happens in a teacher's life. So, but I am going to try to cut them down and just vlog about the important stuff. So like maybe what I'm doing in stations, or if a lesson went really, really well, like today's math lesson did. So I guess I can talk to you guys about that real quick. So for math today, what I first did was we talked about the difference between 10s and 1s, and then we talked about, okay, well, if we have a double-digit number, the 10s place comes first, and then the 1s, and then we sang our 10s and 1 song, which I think I sang yesterday for you guys. And then what I had them do is pretty much, I gave them each a hundreds chart that looked like this, and then with a whiteboard marker, I just started calling out, I'm thinking of a number that has 2 10s and 3 1s, circle it. And then they would have to circle, and I was walking around, or they would hold it up. So we did that, and then after that, I said, all right, we're going to do something else. So I said, since you guys are able to recognize those numbers, now we're going to count them, and so you can match them. So then we went into our interactive notebooks, and I know I've mentioned my interactive math notebooks to you guys before. From the ones I use are from Blair Turner off of TPT, and what she had was on this page, she just had the numbers, and then I had them cut it into flaps, and then they also had the base 10 blocks. So what they did was that they had to match them. So 21, 10, 20, 21, and I walked around and I told them all, okay, go ahead and match them up, and then when you're ready to glue, raise your hand so I can come and check it. And I kid you not, you guys, out of my 22 students that were here today, 20 of them matched them correctly. And it wasn't that somebody was like copying off somebody else. It was because I made sure that I was like, okay, tell me how you got this answer. And they counted to 10, 21, 21. Or they said, well, I see 2 10s, 2 10s, so I put a 2 and then 1 in the 1, so then I found this number. So for the ones that can't count like that yet, at least they're being able to recognize them by rods and units. So I was so proud of them. And then we went to lunch, and then after that I had them do this worksheet. So we did this side together. So what I did was all together we counted up here 10, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, all the way till we got through all of them. And then I had them do the back. Again, I had 2 students that only had 1 or 2 wrong, so I just kind of talked about, okay, let's do this one again, and then they wrote the right number. But it went so well, so I was really happy with that. Math just went really well. It was like one of those days that I was like, oh man, I really wish admin would have been in here to watch that lesson, because it really unfolded better than I could have even imagined. But of course, when you have the most amazing days, they don't come in. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later.